Fireball Rocket Loon is one of the best legend army at the moment, and today I'm gonna show you my personal variation. Hello, so on my army, why did I cut out a rage for a poison and an earthquake? Basically, a poison, in my opinion, is as good, if not better, than a freeze because you can just drop it or even pre-drop it on a hero, and your warden is gonna have a much easier time dealing with it. And while you do that, uh, you could also go and multitask elsewhere. And the quake, they're just very useful. You can sometimes your fireball will hit more target than you can double quick it, so you need an extra one. And if not, you can use it with the royal champion. She will get so many breakpoints with it. Like you will get down buildings with one rocket spear, and sometimes also you can use it with the king earthquake books and spiky balls. Like he will damage a bunch of buildings, and you can quick them out on with the quakes. But this is a bit more rare. So also, why did I swap out the queen for the royal champion? It's because the queen value is always a question mark, and like when she goes with the king and she meet the ice golems and she's gonna be stuck on those for like ages, she's just gonna get melted down by the splash damage, which is very heavy at Town Hall 17. So I just cut her off and I use the royal champion. And why the phoenix is, I think the fox it's also good. But the thing with the fox is in multiple of my attacks, the royal champion just go yoink all the traps. And basically without even taking damage by a single defense, she's already like 1 HP. And yeah, so if she's invisible and 1 HP, it doesn't really matter because she can, like, the first defense that it's gonna shoot on her, she's gonna go down. So I put the Phoenix on her instead of the King, and Frosty it's just very good. So I'm using it on the King. Minion Prince is pretty standard with the Angry Jelly that goes for defenses and give even more value to the Rocket Loons. And yeah, I'm also using Barchers because it's an insane trope at the moment. Like it's basically a sneaky goblin, but for every building, it's incredibly strong. Right now, I am number 472 in the world, and I have still a defense left, so that means that I'm gonna basically be in the top 500 by the end of the day. And my defensive base is doing pretty good, and my attacks are doing fine. But there are so many time fails here, so I still trying to figure out like the best way to use this army myself. And today I'm gonna show you some replays. Right, here we go with the first replay, and what do I see on this base? Basically, there is not much fireball value around. There is maybe this one on the Crusher Mortar, but there is a lot of damage here, and maybe this is fine, but still, then you're gonna go on the top, and it's a lot of damage. So I decided to fireball here on the monolith and take down all this value. And then here on the bottom, if you take out this mortar and this wither tower, basically you will have this flinger value, and this exploits it's too far out to do anything. And basically it's what I do. I deploy the warden here because there is a lot of HP and around, and it will allow me to multitask here because your warden can go down very fast in Legend. So yeah, I wait that my Barger dies, otherwise the Ricochet will splash on them. And then I can full focus here. I just cut for Tesla. Barchers again. And here I am already funneling the Warden for later on. Yeah, I don't even need an ice block. Just throw the fireball. And basically, we will the warden going here, there is very little damage around. And then we'll have the king here. So I start the funneling as well on the other side. And there is so little damage here as well, so the king is gonna do whatever he wants. There is only scatter with the town hall around and the clan castle to watch out for the warden. Yeah, some clan castle may be tricky, so you have to keep your eyes open. We're breaking the king in and poison in the furnace. Here very soon it's gonna, yeah, the CC is gonna get out, and against rocket loons I don't know what to do. Maybe I can freeze, but just deploy the invisibility. It's the only answer I have against, like, 2 rocket loons can kill your warden instantly, so like you cannot take that damage. So you need to either freeze them or invis your warden. And then like, the thing about not having a queen, like imagine the king will come here and then face the ice golem and the queen just getting very low. Instead, the king goes alone and I have 2 heroes for the backhand, and I know the flinger got insane value, but I still don't see the queen value. Yeah, I pop insta the royal champion, and I also pop insta the minion prince. Just a matter of clean up now, because I have so many spells left. Like, the thing of not using a rage, like you can be so spell efficient with this comp, and like this spell on the backhand help a lot. Okay, I also wanted to show you this replay because I saw a lot of people just forcing the flame flinger everywhere, but on this diamond basis where there is a monolith or point damage defenses around, like your scale spell can get a lot of value. And when the defenses are lined up like this, I like to use a log launcher. I don't use it very often, I'm gonna be honest, but on this type of diamond basis, I like to pull it out. And I have to say, the hook tower is kinda scary, but I will manage to not get my warden hooked. Very quick fireball on the X-bow, and I'm gonna get this defenses and very little damage on the warden. And I start instantly funneling up these defenses, so my log and king can go in the middle much easier. See, for rocket ones, destroy the archer tower, poisoning the furnace because you have to. And since the furnace will do this on my killers, I deploy baby dragon even if it's gonna get killed by the air defense. And I deploy the log launcher instantly without deploying anything else because there is no damage here, and usually the Teslas are like here or here, I think. So I deployed it first, and I will deploy later the scale spell. Also deploy the poison spell on the minion prince. Even if I could have got away with a headhunter, I just to be safe, like you have poison in your army for that reason, and I attack this base flank of time. Alright, with the ice golem and the 2 heroes, here could have been tricky, but like the king will manage to DPS out this area and get hooked later on. And here I have to invis because my warden is in range, so I will use also another invis very soon because he will still be in range, and then I'm gonna pull him out outside. So the king is getting beaten, but we have a lot of damage there, a lot of troops. He's gonna get hooked very soon. The warden is very low. Like, this hit was kinda sketchy, but like, look at the king value now. Like, it's so much. Like, you have still 2 heroes left to take down this, and here there is only this air defense. Like, minion prince here, it's insane. So I deploy him with the minion prince. Actually, my warden is gonna die here because I forgot to use my spells. So I guess do not forget to use your spells. And here I use the Quake here because I didn't know where to use it. Probably here also would be fine. Like here, just the ice block on the warden to make it top off the healers, but I don't know, I forgot. Yeah, I think I should change a bit my cleanup because I'm not really, like sometimes, not really satisfied by my minion. Maybe I should add some goblin or something. Yeah, like here the phoenix actually get all the traps and I managed to pull out, but it got this close only because I didn't use my spell on the warden, otherwise would have been alive and taken down all those defenses. Alright, do we have here like all the bases I encountered today, like all the 8 attacks, all double poison bases. So if you're wondering which base to run, I guess that could give you a hint. And here I just see Ricochet Cannon and Clan Castle, so I wanna fireball that. I could be like, you could fireball like here or here and get this value and then go with the warden here. And then I guess running the king with the log launcher here, but I don't really like that. Like probably need to do an FC to see if that work because making is also as frosty and then there is gonna be a lot of damage here. I don't think that will work. So deep fireball is the way to go here. And also flinger on the bottom, yeah. Like every time you have two signature defenses, just go for the flinger. It's more than enough value. Like just consider flinger here. Like what is gonna happen? It's gonna take down these two defenses, open the wall, and then the Yeti are gonna take down the queen with a single headhunter, and then you probably get down the X-bow. So like your flinger and troops take down all this area. Like it's huge value. Like no other siege in the game can do that. Check for taps here. Yeah, there is a Tesla, and I just snipe out the cannon because like I will need to do that sooner or later, so I do it early. Because these deep areas with a lot of HP, like you can get through only with the warden like this. This is so much HP, so many HP, and you need external help. So just snipe out that because I will do it sooner or later. And there is a lot of damage. I decided to rage, my only rage. I decided to use it early because Blacksbow is Blacksbow are gonna keep like your warden from healing up. Like he's not gonna gain an HP, and the scatter shot is gonna pop your warden. And also there is a hero here, so I will use a spell. I think I don't remember. Maybe head down. Yeah, I use a spell because I'm safe, I guess. And then I think I take down this. I will take down this. 1, 2, and 3. And I will take down the clan castle because the clan castle is so annoying. I actually lost so many raids because I invis my warden and I let my healers get furnace. So like the farmer's gone to the healer and they just die. So not doing and here as you see I took 2 defenses and the queen without even headhunter and almost the expo. Here I start them. Here I 50 seconds left. I mean I actually don't remember how much time was left, but I'm trying to start things a little bit earlier. So where to send the king? I like to send the king where there is little DPS, so he can pop his ability on the second layer of defenses. Like here it will be like prime spot to pop the king. Either on low areas, on low DPS areas that can his ability can reach over, or in monolith areas where you can use a Skull spell and get a bunch of value. But in this case I decided to throw him here. So I start the king, then I start the minion prince, rocket loons to scout, and look at the spike of like these buildings very low. You're gonna see later on like what my RC does on them. And yeah, I have 3 heroes up right now, so I think this version of Rocket Loons is harder than usual, but I think it has a higher skill ceiling. Here I used the ability, I wanted to take also the minion blitz, but he escaped the ability. Like, there are so many troop left, like so many hero left. Skelly spell. I'm gonna throw a Headhunter I think soon. I use the Earthquake and he's gonna one-shot this, and two-shot the town also. Like, the Earthquake is just so good. I used the free spell before instead of the Earthquake, but sometimes I get so many spell left at the end of the raid that I don't know what to do with them, so just spell to damage are the best in this scenario. Alright, so wanted to show you also a different type of base, because we only got double poisons, and so there is a heavy core rage base here, and like of course I wanna fireball the core, and like you're gonna see my flame there go up into it, but will not matter in the end. I sniped the mortars because we wanted to flame finger these two defenses here after the Can Cluster got lured out, but there was a little problem around here that I didn't consider. So yeah, deployed a flame finger, and spoiler alert, it was in range of the enemy king, so that didn't got much value. I think I realize here and I drop a single Headhunter. No, I don't even do that, I just completely forgot. Like, yeah, I realize now that things went south down here. But at the end, like, I mean, I took down, I took down a big defense. I mean, it's not the best, but it's something at least. Also triggered the poison. So when the X-Men is gonna go down, I'm just gonna ice block and double invis very easy. All the core is gonna go down. Double quake and we'll keep the third one. And yeah, Archer tower and X-block and pop your king. So you need to use some distraction like balloons or sneezy juice can help as well. And yeah, I deployed the king here because like Warden is gone here, so I wanna get this part of the base down, maybe either from here or from here. I don't know which is the lower damage side, but I think it's pretty default spot for the king there. And like the king alone, like it kinda struggled to get down a lot of buildings, so I need to help him with some troops that like increase, like, I guess, the difficulty of this attack, because you need to multitask even more than usual. Yeah, you see the king took down this, like the king took down all this part. Imagine if the flinger took down these two defenses, like Warden is going here, I have 2 heroes left to do all this and it's more than enough. There is so little air damage here, so I deploy the minion prince. Clean up behind. And I also deploy the Royal Champion, and I quake these defenses. Like they're gonna... I should have quaked also the Tesla. Like, now, look, like, I just used a Skelly spell, but look how many spells I have left. Like, if you stop, like, throwing rages on your warded, like if they're candies, and you actually learn the interaction of the defenses on the warden, like, you're gonna be so efficient on the spells, and on the back end, you're gonna have so many, and they really help. I know it sounds shocking, but yeah, spells really help your attack. So I just use all the spells and there is no base left. That's all for today, and see you on the next one.